Good day, everyone. I'm your reporter for today, Cassandra K.A. Elisla, and the topic that we're going to discuss is about the Korean folk tale, which is the Gumiho, the story of the nine-tailed fox. Pre-activity, the crossword puzzle. All you have to do is find the nine words that is connected to the Gumiho, and it will be passed together with the evaluation. So, I have here a short story for you to watch about Gumiho entitled The Fox Sister, a traditional Korean folk tale adapted from stories collected by Haynes Inzefenko, James Riordan, and others.
A long time ago lived a farmer and his family. They were very prosperous and very happy. But deep in his heart, the farmer knew that the only thing that could truly make him happy was a daughter. So every month for 5 years, he went up to the mountains to pray. After the last month of the 5th year, he said, "God, give me a daughter, even if she is a fox." And God, who was angry that the farmer was ungrateful for everything that he already had, granted his wish.
Hey, hey!
Soon after, a beautiful baby girl was born. She was an extremely happy child, and the family experienced no hardships for 6 years. The farmer thought that he had been truly blessed by God. However, on the daughter's 6th birthday, the farmer's cows started dying off one by one every night. So he sent his 2 oldest sons to watch over the cows to see what was happening. When he had asked them what had happened the next morning, they said that they could not believe their eyes, and they saw the daughter come out of the house and kill the cows with her bare hands. The father, who loved his daughter more than anything else in the world, accused the brothers of falling asleep and felt betrayed that they would lie to him so. The farmer exiled the brothers from the farm and said that they were no longer his sons. However, this did not solve the farmer's problem. So the next night, he sent his youngest son to watch the cows. When asked what happened, the youngest son replied that the cows must have died from seeing the full moon. Meanwhile, the exiled brothers traveled for 2 months in search of the great temple in Guinsa, where they told the eldest monk there their story. The monk explained that their sister was surely a Gumiho, a great fox demon that would only bring ruin to their lives if they didn't do something. So he gave the brothers 3 potions, with which they could surely defeat any foe. And so the brothers left the temple and took their long journey home. When they arrived, they found their village eerily deserted, but didn't think much of it. When they finally reached their home, they found it in great need of repair, with weeds everywhere. The only person they found there was their sister. But when they were approached with tears, they had no choice but to stay. They were told that her mother and father and the youngest son had all died, and only their sister was left to take care of the farm. They mourned together, and afterwards they enjoyed a meal where they laughed and reminisced of happier times. The eldest brother convinced himself that he must have surely mistaken his sister for something else that fateful night, and promised to stay and take care of her and his brother for as long as he was able.
Oh, hello, brother. Did you sleep well? Brother, I only need to eat one more to become human, like father and the rest of you. They all gave their livers to me so that I could live a better life. Humans are close to God, aren't they, brother? That's why when father asked for a fox daughter, I was born. Isn't that incredible? God will grant humans anything that they want. So hey, give me your liver, brother. Hey, brother. You're a pretty funny guy. You know that? It hurts. It hurts. So much. It hurts. It hurts. Brother, please help me. I'm in so much pain. Brother. Brother, please. I'm the only family that you have left, brother. Please.
And that's the end of the story, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Now, let us go to the proper discussion. What exactly is a gumiho? A gumiho, or nine-tailed fox, is a mythical creature that has made its appearance in many Southeast Asian folk tales. Korean gumiho is depicted as being malicious, and Koreans view the gumiho as a purely evil. The gumiho, or kumiho in Korean, is a nine-tailed fox spirit. In Korean tradition, foxes that have lived for 1,000 years accumulating a great deal of energy turn into kumiho. Though ancient tales of the kumiho indicate they could sometimes be helpful to humans, in modern times, kumiho are known to be evil, bloodthirsty creatures that eat human livers or hearts. What does Gumiho look like? It's obvious that it looks like a fox with nine tails. The Gumiho has supernatural ability of transforming into human, usually a beautiful woman. Though able to shapeshift, there is still something quite essentially fox-like about a Gumiho. Even in human form, a Gumiho in human form might have foxy features, pointed ears, and or nine tails. Though able to change between human and fox forms, a gumiho carefully guards its true identity. Can a gumiho become a human? It is believed that with great will, a gumiho can ascend from its yokwe or monster state, becoming permanently human and shedding its evil disposition. Ways in which a gumiho can become a human. Marry a man without him discovering her true identity for 100 days. Must either eat heart or livers of 1,000 men over 1,000 years. If a person they love can keep a secret of the gumiho for 10 years. If they don't eat flesh for 1,000 years. Similarities to other culture. A kumiho or gumiho is a creature that appears in the folk tales and legends of Korea. Korean kumiho shares many similarities to Chinese hulijing and the Japanese kitsune. The kumiho is similar to other fox creatures, such as the Japanese kitsune and Chinese hulijing. Though they have similar magical abilities, kumiho are more malevolent than other fox spirits. Of these long-lived legendary creatures, the kumiho is the only fox that kills and eats human. The difference between a kitsune and a gumiho, aside from the origin, is the evilness level. A gumiho only turns into a woman, but a kitsune can turn into a young woman, young girl, or an old man. Gumiho is actually immortal, but kitsune is not. The only way to kill a kitsune is to cut off all of its tails. Unlike a kitsune or kumiho, which tend to take the form of a beautiful woman, a holy jinn can appear as a woman or a man who is either young or old. The holy jinn often presents as a beautiful young woman set on seduction, but it can also take the form of a charming young man or a wise elder. Application: how do folklore affect culture? Evaluation: the answers will be passed together with the pre-activity and the application. And these are my references. And that's the end of my report. Thank you for listening.